So the stage is set. Game 3 in the Coca-Cola State of Origin is underway. Off the boot of Andrew Johns, and the kick eventually fielded and brought back by Gary Larson. One of the equal veterans of the game tonight. And now for Robbie O'Davis. Plenty of things on his mind, but at the moment, I would hope most prominent is rugby league. Clinton O'Brien taking it to ground on just beyond the 30-metre line. 51st Origin game tonight, with Queensland holding the balance of power by 2 more victories in its 51-game history. Jason Smith put down just inside New South Wales's area. Back for the kick off the boot of Benny Eichen, and it is going to come out to the 10-metre line for the restart. And that is a great set of 6 to start a State of Origin game from Queensland, culminating in this kick from Ben Eichen, torpedo down into the corner. Their second play was outstanding. Instead of sending the front rower just into the oncoming defence, he turned, found Adrian Lamb, a second man pass to Robbie O'Davis, something I haven't seen at Origin level too often. Good, clever play. So the Blues bringing it away from their own line. Terry Hill first on the first set of 6 for New South Wales, and Nick Kosef out to his own 20-metre line. They choose to go on the right of the ground for Carroll to be tackled low by Larson. Over the top was Moore. Now Harrigan. Oh, big tackle. That was a beauty from O'Brien over the top. Carroll 42 metres out from his own line. Tooby sweeping it away for Johns to kick. He has to go for the alternative, and that's with Brasher. Brasher's boot, sending it down to head for the sideline and cross it. Second minute of the game.
When you're starting big games like this, Ray, you want to get that first kick away well, and both sides have been able to accomplish that. Even though New South Wales are under pressure, they had it planned to throw back to Brasher, and a beautiful kick down the left-hand side. It's found touch. Took a bit of a right angle turn. Got the Shane Warne leg break going there, but just to start, both sides wanted.
Pack weights, little difference. New South Wales 9 kilograms heavier. Work by Adrian Lamb, playing on his home ground tonight. And Robbie O'Davis is met there by Jamie Ainscough, 2 former Newcastle players on opposite sides of the halfway line tonight. Billy Moore taken down, and the first penalty of the night is about to be ruled against Adam Muir.
A swinging arm there from Adam Muir. It was a clumsy attempted tackle. Eddie Ward just laying down the law early in the game. Didn't even go close to connecting. It was up around the wrong area.
So the kick from Eichen. First penalty of the game. And the tap has been taken for O'Brien to take it just into New South Wales's area. Kosef getting up a little bit slowly from attempting to make the tackle. Tierney is put away by Tuvey and by Muir. And then from Goddard for Lamb to switch the point of the attack. Eichen! Eichen has burst through! Eichen's on his way! He's going to score! Eichen scores for Queensland! Queensland have got first blood! Ben Eichen!
Well, what about that? Eichen, so much pressure on this kid coming into the series. The uncustomary role of 5'8". He just carved them up. We freeze it there. You can see the 2 New South Wales players have rushed up. That's opened up the hole in the middle, and Ben Eichen has shown tremendous speed. Timmy Brasher was up fairly close to his defensive line. That made it difficult for him. Ben Eichen, after a simple reverse of play here, Adrian Lamb just drifting across. New South Wales coming up quickly. Adam Muir was one of them. Got a little bit of help there from Neil Tierney. He wasn't a shepherd, but he didn't hurt proceedings. Ben Eichen, he's gone 40 metres to get exactly the kind of start Queensland were looking for.
Yeah, what a thing confidence can do. Ben Eichen didn't even look for support. He thought, I'll take Brasher on. And everything he's got out of the first 2 games, he poured into that run. Tremendous play by Queensland. Very positive start.
Julian O'Neill No coming off the bench for Julian tonight. Strikes it. Further 2 points are there for the Queensland Maroon. They lead 6 points to 0 at the 4th minute. Dropout from Andrew Johns. 45 metres last.
Football field.
This has been a Fox Sports production.
Here it is, folks. This is the moment. All bases covered here on Fox. Oh, he's got it!
It's a stunner.
Glorious. Oh, yes! What a statement for the summer ahead. All right.
Not sure if you know who I am.
We are going to stop that monster.
I got this.
Come on, Mario! Our big adventure begins now!
The Super Mario Brothers movie. Watch on demand.
Somewhere out there, there's a kid who's faster, clock more track time than professional drivers.
On a console?
We've got to prove to everyone these outsiders can do this.
You're not going to be racing against gamers. The other drivers are going to hate you.
Now is your chance to make racing history.
Where do you think you're going, amateur? You should have stayed where you belong.
Gran Turismo. Rent it now on Foxtel Store.
So the stage is set. Game 3 in the Coca-Cola State of Origin is underway. Off the boot of Andrew Johns. And the kick eventually fielded and brought back by Gary Larson. One of the equal veterans of the game tonight. And now for Robbie Davis. Plenty of things on his mind, but at the moment, I would hope most prominent is rugby league. Clinton O'Brien taking it to ground on just beyond the 30-metre line. 51st Origin game tonight, with Queensland holding the balance of power by 2 more victories in its 51-game history. Jason Smith put down just inside New South Wales's area. Back for the kick off the boot of Benny Eichen, and it is going to come out to the 10-metre line for the restart.
And that is a great set of 6 to start a State of Origin game from Queensland. Culminating in this kick from Ben Eichen, torpedo down into the corner. Their second play was outstanding. Instead of sending the front rower just into the oncoming defence, he turned, found Adrian Lamb, a second man pass to Robbie Davis, something I haven't seen at Origin level too often. Good clever play.
So the Blues bringing it away from their own line. Terry Hill first on the first set of 6 for New South Wales, and Nick Kosseff out to his own 20-metre line. They choose to go on the right of the ground for Carroll to be tackled low by Larson. Over the top was Moore. Now Harrigan. Oh, big tackle. That was a beauty from O'Brien over the top. Carroll 42 metres out from his own line. Tooby sweeping it away for Johns to kick. He has to go for the alternative, and that's with Brasher. Brasher's boot, sending it down to head for the sideline and cross it. Second minute of the game.
When you're starting big games like this, Ray, you want to get that first kick away well, and both sides have been able to accomplish that. Even though New South Wales are under pressure, they had it planned to throw back to Brasher, and a beautiful kick down the left-hand side. It's found touch. Took a bit of a right angle turn. Got the Shane Warne leg break going there, but just to start, both sides wanted.
Pack weights, little difference. New South Wales 9 kilograms heavier. Work by Adrian Lamb, playing on his home ground tonight. And Robbie Davis is met there by Jamie Ainscoe, 2 former Newcastle players on opposite sides of the halfway line tonight. Billy Moore taken down, and the first penalty of the night is about to be ruled against Adam Muir.
A swinging arm there from Adam Muir. It was a clumsy attempted tackle. Eddie Ward just laying down the law early in the game. didn't even go close to connecting. It was up around the wrong area.
So the kick from Eichen. First penalty of the game. And the tap has been taken for O'Brien to take it just into New South Wales's area. Kosef getting up a little bit slowly from attempting to make the tackle. Tierney is put away by Tuvey and by Muir. And then from Goddard for Lamb to switch the point of the attack. Eichen! Eichen has burst through! Eichen's on his way! He's going to score! Eichen scores for Queensland! Queensland have got first blood! Ben Eichen!
Well, what about that? Eichen, so much pressure on this kid coming into the series. The uncustomary role is 5'8". He just carved them up. We freeze it there. You can see the two New South Wales players have rushed up. That's opened up the hole in the middle, and Ben Eichen has shown tremendous speed. Timmy Brasher was up fairly close to his defensive line. That made it difficult for him. Ben Eichen, after a simple reverse of play here, Adrian Lamb just drifting across. New South Wales coming up quickly. Adam Muir was one of them. Got a little bit of help there from Neil Tierney. He wasn't a shepherd, but he didn't hurt proceedings. Ben Eichen, he's gone 40 metres to get exactly the kind of start Queensland were looking for.
Yeah, what a thing confidence can do. Ben Eichen didn't even look for support. He thought, I'll take Brasher on. And everything he's got out of the first two games, he poured into that run. Tremendous play by Queensland. Very positive start.
Julian O'Neill. No coming off the bench for Julian tonight. Strikes it. Further 2 points are there for the Queensland Maroon. They lead 6 points to 0 at the 4th minute. Drop out from Andrew Johns. 45 metres. Larson bringing it back. When I said he equals the most consecutive Origin games set by Wally Lewis, he's also playing his 21st Origin game. So Gary hasn't had a break since he entered Origin football. Moore swinging it away. Caution to the wind. Lamb puts the right foot step on. Muir was able to bring him down. It's back almost where it started from, but it's with Ben Eichen, the player of the moment. 20-metre line. Eddie Ward's whistle. There's a little bit of a scuffle up on the ground.
Yeah, we've got the two number 9s at it. Jamie Goddard and Andrew Johns. A little disagreement. Goddard would want to hope that this penalty, and that's if it draws a penalty, does not go against his team because they were in possession. Tim Brasher just pushing Billy Moore out of the way, so some tempers frayed out there at the moment. Let's just see if we can pick it up. Oh, there you saw Goddard in. He comes in, and he does hit Andrew Johns with a couple before Johns reacts. And from that, it would appear as though this will go against the Queensland side.
Goddard's apparently going to be penalised. So the Blues come up with it.
Well, that's very, very silly play from Jamie Goddard. They were in possession. They had a lot going for them, a great start, and all of a sudden the pressure is now off with Andrew Johns finding touch 35 out from his own line.
Carroll came back like a runaway tram, and the Queenslander, Goddard, I think it is absolutely in Disneyland. The trainer just picked him up like a bag of wheat and escorted him to the sideline. Queensland have come up with the football.
He's in all sorts of trouble, Jamie Goddard. They're trying to get him off on the far side. He's a long way away from the Sydney Football Stadium at the moment. Adrian Lamb just telling Eddie Ward that they've got a problem on the far side. Mark Carroll, he went into the collision. He went back to tell Jamie Goddard. Well, in fact, that's not Goddard. That looks like Clinton O'Brien.
It's Clinton O'Brien. You're quite right.
He just got poleaxed.
Now they come up out of the scrum, and Mark Carroll is throwing them. Andrew Johns is looking for Goddard. He's into Goddard. Carroll is into his opposition, prop forward, and the Origin at the Sydney Football Stadium has really blown up.
We heard about aggression coming into this game, and there's Andrew Johns trying to get around the touchdown.
Oh, he's landed it right on the pecker.
Well, this is unbelievable.
I don't know about Andrew Johns taking Jamie Goddard on a third time.
Well, I tell you what, Jamie Goddard cleaned him up the second time. And that's why we saw Andrew Johns looking to get around one of the officials to get another go at him, because Goddard, he didn't miss.
So Johns has got blood streaming from a mouth wound. And in the interim, Clinton O'Brien is being assisted from the far side of the ground. He was absolutely poleaxed legitimately by Mark Carroll. And the manner they got him off the ground worried me. I won't labour the point, simply to say the way they took him off worried me. Now, the judiciary is about to meet.
Well, that's Craig Smith, the number 16, who's only been on there a matter of seconds, replacing Clinton O'Brien. I think you'll find O'Brien on the far side with the Carroll incident. It was a head clash, and he came out of it much the worse for wear. And the penalty will go Queensland's way here. Mark Carroll being spoken to and laying the law down himself. Well, Andrew Johns was actually on his way to the blood bin and had to be recalled, so that Eddie Ward could have a few words with him as well.
Now, what about Big Stephen? Your view of it, you were right underneath it. You're in the tunnel there with them.
I reckon he started it.
Well, Queensland were all over him in the first 5 minutes. They hadn't had the football. They're on a barrage of attack. I think they just had to turn it up. John's just got 10 minutes. He's got a cut in his mouth. He has to get sewn up anyway. That'll be the full 10 minutes.
Well, we've actually just got news that he's been placed on report, Andrew Johns, for trying to get to Jamie Goddard after it appeared as though things had died down a touch. There's the two front rowers, Carroll and Craig Smith, getting involved, and then it just developed into a whatever.
So let's get back with it.
I think we better strap ourselves in. This is going to be some game of football.
Now it's with Smith. Craig on the 30-metre line. Big start to State of Origin 3. Never mind about the rubber being dead. Queensland couldn't care less. Lamb and Aiken. Aiken playing confidently. And now they try to break them down the right of the ground. Made to play the ball out there was O'Neill. And now for Dallas, who's angling back in and stepping. Taking it to within 5 metres. Tackle number 5. Away from Billy Moore. Aiken across then for O'Neill. O'Neill's over. It's another try. The Maroons are in again. 10 points to 0. Queensland after 12 minutes.
And here a very clever play from Queensland to go away from Adrian Lamb on the last tackle. Julian O'Neill, just his strength took him across. He carried Jamie Ainscough over, but so many of the New South Wales players would have been expecting it to go to the other side to Adrian Lamb. The pass from Aiken was a beauty. O'Neill, he had plenty to do. So too did the New South Wales defence, and they couldn't, from that close range, keep O'Neill from getting over.
Julian O'Neill playing in his 7th Origin encounter. Conversion of his own try. In front of him. 20 metres out. Looks good off the boot. Coming around precisely. Beautiful kick by Julian O'Neill. 12-0 the Maroon. 2 players in the sin bin. Goddard and Johns. Tuvey there for Scurry. Down the left, down the blind side. Bumps away from one. Gets under a high shot from Bartram. Play back for Ainscough to the right. And then from Cossack. Into the hands of Barrett. 19 years of age on debut. Brasher away. Hill is with it. To the 10-metre line. And back for Ken McGuinness. Brasher, first receiver. Sweeps it for Barrett. He turns it inside to Harrigan. Gets a pass away. Picked up by Tuvey. Great ball by Harrigan. Second ball that he's thrown that has been really professional. Barrett is 10 metres out from the line now. Away, and now for Ainscough. Ainscough puts a grubber in, and was he felled? It'll be a penalty. Penalty right in front for the Blues. Ainscough was taken out of it. Referee calling timeout.
It is a pet play from Jamie Ainscough. He's dropping a little grubber in behind for himself. He was cleaned up. Got a restricted passage. Wayne Bartram being called out for the tackle a couple of moments ago on Jeff Tuvey. Enormous swinging arm from Bartram. And Jeff Tuvey pointing the post here. Need to get on the board, and this presentation 2 points. John Simon now on the field. This is the Bartram incident.
And they did enough there to impede the progress of Jamie Ainscough. Just getting back to Bartram, I've got to say, in fairness to him, he did appear to pull out of it. It was a high shot, but I just got the feeling that Wayne was trying to pull out of it. He's brought a caution from Eddie Ward, nevertheless, as we come up to the 19th minute. So right in front for John Simon, the Melbourne hero. 10 metres out. And the first points coming up for the Blues. So there it is, 12 points to 2. A couple of metres into Maroon's territory. Back for Tuvey. Now it's with Andrew Johns. Cuts out a couple and picked up on the half volley by Michael Buettner. Don't be surprised if he really has an impact here, Michael, tonight. Very talented player. On debut. Pay away from Barrett. Then on to the right for Hill. Brasher comes back on the inside. Hill is put down 32 metres away. 12 points to 2. 2 converted tries to Queensland. They got a shot on them early and they led 6-0 after 4. And then they did it again about 10 minutes later as though Davis weathers the storm. And Ben Eichen, one of their heroes, coming off in a dazed condition. Brett Dallas is eventually put down over the top by Harrigan. What's the story on Ben Eichen, Trevor Gilmister?
Well, he copped an accidental knee off Michael Buettner, and I think they should expect him back shortly.
You sure it was accidental?
Of course it was.
Okay. I'll cop a tip. So the tap. As we draw closer to half-time, we're 6 minutes out from it now. Just saw Dean Pay trying to exchange some knowledge with young Trent Barrett. Harrigan slams it up. 30 metres. Playing it back for Tuvey, and Tuvey goes away for Carroll. So they've taken 3 big men forward, heading towards the centre all the time. Now they come back down the blind, then they go back to the centre, then they go to the right of the ground with Brasher. 18 metres away from the Queensland line, setting up something. They've worked on this one. Johns away for Barrett. Barrett away. Hill is with it. 8 metres out from the line. Penalty to the Blues. Eddie Ward continues to play this advantage, and I'll tell you what, he's playing it well. As the Blues now work it back to the centre with David Fairley. In fact, Dean Pay. Play back for Kossev. Kossev away for Barrett. Barrett up for Harrigan. Harrigan has thrown a couple of miraculous passes. This time, it's not coming. Tuvey, a dummy half, sweeping it. And then from Kossev, it's away for Johns. Oh, Johns has held it up for Menzies! And Menzies is over the line. Did he get it down?
I don't think he has.
It's held up in goal. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a miraculous piece of defence from Queensland.
Unbelievable. And Queensland do this so often. Stephen Menzies, I think, relaxed. A great ball from Andrew Johns. A variation on the play they used not 30 seconds ago. And Menzies, I thought, for sure he thought, and Matt Singh is there again. How often has he done that in Origin football?
They're singing Jason Smith here. Smith was very important as well because he got his hand on the football and rolled him over. He has not got the ball down. Can protest all he likes, Steve Menzies, but the ball never touched the ground.
Kossev to the right for Hill. Over there he's met by Bartram. Tuvey then for Carroll with this rain coming down more heavily. Of course, it's making this 10-point margin even greater. Johns into the hands of Harrigan. Harrigan pulled down by Goddard around the legs. And now from Johns back for Kossev. Kossev trying to find an opening up the centre, but Queensland have offered them little. Tuvey for Johns again. He puts a grubbing kick across. He's looking for Brasher. Brasher! He has scored! Did he get it down? Tim Brasher. The referee is calling timeout, talking to the in-goal judge. He's heading over to talk to the touch judge, who is standing in the in-goal, which indicates that
no try.
He has indicated to his referee But the ball was deflected forward.
He actually got possession, Tim Brasher, and knocked on. He couldn't get the ball down again. He's got possession there, and it pops out. Again, never got the ball down.
Pulled down by O'Neill and by Dallas. And away from Butner. Sears. The Blues desperately looking to crack Queensland. Ball coming off Butner. This is play on. Kelly gets it away. Dallas is on his way. The hands go up, but the referee's called it back. Eddie Ward has called half-time. Apparently he's found that the ball was deflected forward by the Maroons. And so at half-time, Queensland over New South Wales with 2 converted tries. 12 points to 2. The nod that everybody's ready, and so the second half is underway. The last half of Origin football for this year, and a mistake by New South Wales. So a dusty start for them as Kelly is put down about 5 metres away from the line. This is Larson, bombarded by Harrigan, and then from Goddard. They go wide to Lamb. Jason Smith tries to step inside Adam Muir. He's eventually put down by him with the help of Carroll and Harrigan, as it's played back and swept away from Goddard to Lamb, and now for Moore. 5 tackles gone for Queensland. They're 10 metres out from the line. Lamb looking for the running. Coyne has got downward pressure on it. It's a try. Scored by Mark Coyne. It was there for Coyne and Romeo Davis. And Coyne has got there in time.
It took 3 minutes in the first half. It's taken 1 in the second. And this is how Queensland got the football. Mark Carroll hit on the chest from the Tim Brasher pass, but he dropped it. Finally, Billy Moore dived on the football, and on the last tackle, the precision absolutely perfect. And Mark Coyne, he didn't panic. He didn't try and catch it on the full. He just allowed the ball to land and threw his body on it. A great kick from Adrian Lamb. Not easy to find space in behind a defence this close to the line. And Mark Coyne, he handled it superbly.
O'Neill then off the tee, and he's got it online tonight. Julian O'Neill enlarges the lead. 18 points to 2 at the 42nd minute. So you'd have to think that with the possession they've had, New South Wales are due, if nothing else, to break Queensland, who hold a commanding lead of 18 to 2. John running to McGuinness. McGuinness for Ainscough! That's a try! That's a try! Scored by Jamie Ainscough. 18 to 6, and the Blues have finally scored a try.
And they've persisted and persisted back in this right-hand corner. Finally, the evasion of Andrew Johns. He took 2 and 3 across, and they just ran out of numbers. Stuart Kelly didn't read it particularly well. He could have drifted further out earlier to get over in front of Ainscough, but he stayed interested with McGuinness. Paid the penalty because he left too much room on the outside for Ainscough to sneak around.
They're inexperienced on the wing. He was guilty of coming in defence in Origin 2. They've obviously asked him to stay out to align himself with the other defenders, but he didn't really trust Mark Coyne, who really had McGuinness covered, and left it all too late to get to Ainscough, who slides over in the corner. 18-6. Is that the spark, Rabbits?
I don't know, but it's certainly better than going the other way, and that's the way the scoreboard has been running. So Andrew Johns, the #1 goal kicker for the team, from the sideline, from where Julian O'Neill was successful at the 15th minute tonight. 21 out, and he's pushed it too wide. So New South Wales get their first try, but they are in arrears by 12 points after 1 hour of football. Johns Batted down and straight to Lamb.
Yeah, 15 minutes to go, Ray. Now it becomes, for Queensland, a game of time in possession. 15 minutes to go, a minute for each set of 6. If they can get 50% of the ball and keep controlling it for their 6 tackles, they give New South Wales probably only 8 or 10 sets of 6 left in the game to score 3 times to win. They've got to get to their 6 tackles every time, control possession. For New South Wales, they've got to get some repeat sets. They've got to keep putting the ball in the air, try and force some penalties. This isn't going to help their cause.
Well, you've got to kick for goal here, and can you believe it? Been marched 10 metres for flicking the football away, and that has just made this kick for goal markedly easier. Goddard found some good metres up the middle of the ruck, taken by Brasher and Carroll. The ball comes loose. It was pushed out by Mark Carroll. And then Steve Menzies kicks the football away to give them a further 10.
Yeah, well, I'd like to change my last comment. It doesn't get down to time of possession now. It gets down to kicking this goal, because that would make it almost impossible.
Defleeted Knights, Julian O'Neill. Largely responsible for that scoreline. And this time he's offline. 18-6. The rain still tumbling down at the Sydney Football Stadium.
It just leaves the door ajar.
Harrigan slamming himself into the defence, getting a pass out. Now it's Brasher. 15 metres out from the line. Tuvey choosing which way to go. Going himself up the centre. The pass away for Johns. Johns is over. The Blues are over. Under the uprights. It will be 18-12.
And we've got the grandstand finish we were looking for, because this will be 6 points. That will bring New South Wales to within 6. Jeff Tuvey, as he's done so often at the highest level, finds some space. Andrew Johns, a marvellous effort, not only to be there, but to get the arm out with 2 players hanging off him. Tuvey, well, he's making this dummy half running almost an art form. Clinton O'Brien struggling to stop him from passing the football, and Andrew Johns, he gets through Goddard, he takes on O'Davis and reaches out to score. You do think that New South Wales in the remaining 4 minutes are going to have a good chance to at least even this ball game up?
Of course they are. They wasted a lot of time going sideways. And Jeff Tuvey's finally found the mark back through the play the ball.
The conversion successful, 18-12. Kosef. Tuvey again. Harrigan, a juggle. Then an offload. Well done. Sears, John. Simon, then Menzies. Menzies is 15 out and over the sideline. Tremendous tackling by Queensland.
Match-winning tackling. They'd have had 2 rucks left. They'd have had a kick at the end. And Mark Coyne, he caps a magnificent defensive game with this effort. He had some help, but he started it all himself by driving Menzies towards the sideline. Then O'Davis came in, then Kelly helped. And that's won them the game.
Bartram. As Brasher waits. And a penalty to the Blues. Well, now they've got the chance that they probably were only dreaming of.
20 seconds.
Menzies away for Ainscough to eventually get it in. 13 seconds on the clock. Menzies has passed to Simon. 7 seconds on the clock. Simon's kick. 3 seconds on the clock. O'Davis has come down with the ball. Let him take him and let him take it home with him. He really has been something special. Queensland have won the closing State of Origin. Paul Vorton with the monkey off the back. 18 points to 12. Queensland over the Blues.